Welcome to this explainer. You know, if you've flown recently, you've probably noticed that the modern airport can feel less like a normal transit hub and a bit more like an extreme obstacle course. And things are shifting fast, especially as we look at the travel landscape in 2026. But hey, here is the really good news. You do not have to be intimidated by it. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to navigate airports as a senior in 2026. By following a super clear, structured set of rules, we can totally transform the airport from a place of stress into a streamlined, really manageable first step of your vacation. So, let me ask you, are you actually ready for your next flight? Honestly, it's completely normal to feel a little hesitant if you haven't flown in a while, or maybe you're adapting to some new mobility needs. But let's set a totally empowering tone right out of the gate here. You've got the experience, you have the resilience, and with the info we're about to cover, you're going to have the knowledge too. You are entirely capable of mastering this. My goal today is to give you that confidence back and put you firmly in the driver's seat of your own journey.
All right, here's our game plan for today. We're going to break this whole journey down step by step. First, a welcome to 2026 travel, then pre-arrival prep, navigating those security checkpoints, moving through the terminal, final boarding rules, and finally, looking forward to smooth skies.
Okay, let's just dive right into it with Section 1, Welcome to 2026 Travel. To master this updated landscape, we really have to start by adjusting how we think about the airport experience overall. It's just not about showing up with a paper ticket and hoping for the best anymore. Think about those old travel anxieties for a second. You know, the fear of getting lost, the panic of sprinting to the gate, the total confusion over what you can even pack. We'll contrast that with the 2026 empowered travel mindset. It's a real game changer because it's built entirely on predictability. By shifting from a reactive mindset to a proactive one, you aren't at the mercy of the airport anymore. All those resources are actually there to serve you. You absolutely transform your travel confidence the moment you realize the modern airport is designed to be highly accessible. You just have to know the protocols. Let's transition to the very first physical phase of our journey, pre-arrival preparation. The reality of 2026 travel is that a successful flight is actually secured before you even pull out of your driveway. Let's look at the first two rules that make that happen. Rule number 1 boils down to a single, incredibly powerful number: 3. You must arrive at the airport a full 3 hours early. Now, I know exactly what you're probably thinking. 3 hours? Isn't that a bit overkill? Well, not anymore. In 2026, establishing a completely stress-free baseline is literally your greatest asset. Getting there 3 hours early absorbs all those unexpected bumps, like a traffic jam, a crazy long line at the baggage drop, or even just the time it takes to walk at a comfortable, unhurried pace. For seniors, removing the pressure of a ticking clock eliminates the vast majority of travel anxiety. When you have 3 hours, you can grab a coffee, rest on a bench, and handle any little hiccups with a smile. Time is your ultimate luxury, for sure. Rule number 2 tackles the digital elephant in the room: modern technology hurdles. And the secret here? You can handle the whole shebang from the comfort of your living room couch. First up, download your airline's app a few days before your trip. Second, check in 24 hours early using your tablet or smartphone. And third, save or print your boarding pass right at home. By knocking out these steps before you even leave the house, you completely bypass the total confusion of those crowded lobby kiosks. You get to walk through those sliding glass doors already clutching your ticket, feeling totally prepared and completely in control. All right, now we enter phase 3. We're walking toward the security checkpoint. Now, historically, this is pretty much the highest stress area in any airport, right? But the new 2026 rules and tech are actually designed to melt that stress away as long as you know it's coming. Rule 3 is all about the new scanners. Remember the battle days, unpacking half your carry-on, hopping around on one foot to yank your shoes off, and juggling those clunky plastic bins while a massive line of people glared at you? Thankfully, many major 2026 airports have these advanced new scanners that actually let you leave your liquids and electronics right inside your bag. The only catch? You absolutely must follow the machine's specific posture and pacing instructions perfectly. These things are incredibly sensitive, so just stand exactly where they tell you to and move only when instructed. Let the machine do the heavy lifting so you can save your joints and, honestly, your patience. Next up, Rule 4, let's focus on the human element of security. First off, if you have a pacemaker, a CPAP machine, or artificial joints, the golden rule is speak up before you step up. Tell the agent clear as day, hey, I have a metal knee. Second, keep an eye out for dedicated senior screening lanes. Definitely use them if they're available. And third, never ever let the people in line behind you rush you. Take your time putting your shoes back on and gathering your stuff. own your space, communicate clearly, and you'll completely eliminate the friction that used to make security such a nightmare.
Phew, okay, we are physically past security. Let's step out into the concourse and move right into phase 4, navigating the terminal.
Rule 5 is all about utilizing one of the absolute best resources available to you, wheelchair assistance. Let me tell you, there is zero shame in conserving your energy here. Think of it like a VIP shortcut for a way more comfortable trip. Just request the service when you book your ticket. Then remind the very first ticketing agent you see when you arrive that you have a reservation. From there, you simply let the attendant guide you through security and straight to your gate. They know the airport's secret shortcuts and elevators better than anyone, and they handle all the heavy pushing.
Now, for Rule 6. Even if you skip the wheelchair, airports in 2026 are massive. The distances between gates can be seriously daunting. So, to manage your mobility, don't be shy about waving down a motorized terminal cart, or simply ask a gate agent to call one for you. Also, treat your walk like a marathon. Map out your rest stops. Walk for 5 minutes, sit for 2. There is absolutely no prize for arriving at your gate completely exhausted. Finally, if you have a tight connection, tell a flight attendant before you even land so they can arrange an escort or a cart to be waiting for you the second you step off the jet bridge.
We made it through the terminal. We're now transitioning to our ultimate physical destination in the airport journey. Phase 5. Final boarding rules. You're at the gate, your plane is right outside that window, and you are almost there.
Rule 7 focuses on modern 2026 boarding protocols. Now, boarding can sound like a chaotic auction sometimes, but as a senior, you have specific rights here. Actively utilize pre-boarding if you need a little extra time getting down the jet bridge or stowing your bags. Do not wait for your assigned zone if you have a mobility concern. When they announce pre-boarding for those needing assistance, step right forward with confidence. It gets you and your caregivers out of the crazy aisle traffic and gives you plenty of time to organize your belongings in peace.
And just like that, we have navigated the entire airport process. We are sitting in our seats, buckled in, and looking at phase 6, smooth skies ahead. Let's look at the overarching success we've achieved by following these targeted rules. So what does this all mean? The ultimate goal here is wonderfully simple. You want to be empowered and prepared for your next flight. By getting there 3 hours early, handling your tech at home, understanding those fancy new scanners, speaking up at security, using mobility aids, and taking full advantage of pre-boarding, you have systematically dismantled every major stress point of air travel. You haven't just survived the airport, you've mastered it. You've saved your precious energy for what actually matters, enjoying your destination, hugging your loved ones, and making incredible memories. Which leaves us with just one final, really exciting thing to consider. With the stress of the airport completely removed from the equation, where is your empowered 2026 travel mindset gonna take you next? The world is as open to you as it has ever been, and you are more than ready to get out there and explore it. So go ahead, pack those bags, book that ticket with absolute confidence, and go have a wonderful adventure. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and safe travels.